Here's what's happening right now. New York City police are investigating a terrorist attack in which 8 people were dead and many more hurt near the World Trade Center. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jem Marique.
And I'm Tyler Emery. Thanks for joining us. Police say one person is in custody after driving the wrong way down a bike path in Manhattan, hitting pedestrians. The driver got out of the vehicle with what looked like a gun. Police shot the suspect, and he is currently getting treatment in police custody. One official said the man had 2 imitation firearms with him. Stay tuned to NBC Nightly News for the very latest on this developing situation.
Today, the White House is pushing back after a former campaign advisor pleaded guilty to lying under oath. NBC's Blaine Alexander reports the president and his team are saying, despite photos and evidence saying otherwise, he had a very small role in the campaign.
From what I recall, today, Team Trump working to put distance between the president and one-time advisor George Papadopoulos, who tried to boost the Trump campaign with help from Russia.
Papadopoulos is an example of actually somebody doing the wrong thing while the president's campaign did the right thing.
He was not a person who was involved with the day-to-day operations of the campaign.
Papadopoulos pleaded guilty to charges of lying to the FBI about his talks with a Kremlin-connected Russian who claimed to have dirt on Hillary Clinton from now infamous stolen emails weeks before they became public. The president silent when asked.
Mr. President, what's your reaction to George Papadopoulos' guilty plea?
Instead, letting his tweets do the talking, saying of Papadopoulos, few people knew the young, low-level volunteer who has already proven to be a liar. News of the guilty plea competing with indictments against former campaign manager Paul Manafort and Deputy Rick Gates. The indictments not mentioning the Trump campaign, but a major development sending shockwaves from the White House to Capitol Hill.
And I have yet to see any definitive evidence of collusion.
These things are a centipede. There's always another shoe that drops.
Meanwhile, reps from Facebook, Twitter, and Google, all on Capitol Hill, grilled about fake news articles generated by Russian hackers hoping to influence the 2016 election. Blaine Alexander, NBC News, Washington.
Today, the president met with business leaders to discuss his tax reform plan. Ahead of his Asia trip later this week, he refused to answer questions specifically about the ongoing investigation and the indictments. The president spoke about the opportunity to overhaul the tax system and says he wants a tax bill on his desk by Christmas.
I want the House to pass a bill by Thanksgiving. I want all of the people standing by my side when we get ready to sign by Christmas. Hopefully before Christmas, you'll all be in the room standing front row center. I think we'll be able to find a place where you can all stand front row center. It'll be a big event. It'll be the biggest tax event in the history of our country.
The House is expected to unveil its tax plan tomorrow.
The opioid epidemic is officially a national public health emergency. In 2015, more than 800 Missourians died from opioid overdoses or complications. KMUH's Matt Schmidtdeal is in the studio to tell us exactly what Missouri is doing to combat this crisis.
Attorney General Josh Hawley is expanding the fight against the opioid crisis by announcing civil investigation demands to 3 of the major opioid distributors. AmeriSouth-Begin Corporation, Cardinal Health Incorporated, and McKesson Corporation were all issued the civil investigation demands that act just like subpoenas, and they require the distributors to provide documents and information relevant to the Attorney General's office ongoing investigation into the pharmaceutical industry's involvement in the opioid epidemic.
But among other facts, the sheer volume of opioids that they have delivered to multiple locations is inherently suspicious. The evidence suggests that these companies chose to look the other way, oversupply pharmacies and other outlets, and make millions of dollars in profits.
Hawley also in June filed a lawsuit against 3 opioid manufacturers, saying they misrepresented the serious risks posed by opioids and issued also those other civil investigation demands to 7 other opioid manufacturers in August. In studio, Matt Schmidtdeal, KMUH News.
Missouri is appealing a ruling that the state owes millions of dollars to blind people. A Cole County judge ruled that the Department of Social Services underpaid more than 3,000 blind people from the Blind Pension Fund by $26 million. The Missouri Attorney General's office filed a notice yesterday that it would appeal the decision. This is the 5th appeal in a decade-long case.
The Missouri Veterans Commission today approved a monthly fee increase for all 7 of its long-term skilled nursing homes statewide. The increase of $100 starts January 1st. The extra payments will stay with the homes and go to improving the upkeep. For the last 2 years, the current rate has been more than $2,000 a month. The goal is keeping up with the cost of the living index.
Well, a lot of it was to try to keep up with the cost of living index, and even with this increase, we're still actually behind by about 3 years with the cost of living index. Most of this is just to help with, again, just staying up with the increase of costs of things, examples such as medicines and food costs.
The commission plans to evaluate next year whether or not it will increase the monthly fee again. Federal prosecutors say a church maintenance worker set afire and spray painted racial graffiti on a predominantly black Kansas City church to cover up a theft. Nathaniel Nelson is charged with arson. He was a member and employee of the Concord Fortress of Hope Church and its cultural center. Investigators say sprinklers quickly put out the intentionally set fire. The graffiti included a racial slur and the letters KKK. Military members testified at Bo Bergdahl's sentencing hearing today. Yesterday, Bergdahl testified, describing the beatings and torture he endured at the hands of his Taliban captors. He also apologized to those who were hurt while looking for him. Bergdahl pleaded guilty to desertion and misbehavior before the enemy. The second charge carries a potential life sentence.
The government's top disaster responders testified before a Senate committee today after a stretch of 3 major hurricanes and wildfires that have taxed federal resources. FEMA Director Brock Long says 4.5 million people have registered for disaster assistance. The agency is spending $200 million a day on recovery efforts. Puerto Rico, and especially the island's power grid, was a main topic. And speaking of Puerto Rico, nearly 2/3 of Puerto Ricans still don't have power since Hurricane Maria hit the island last month. And the island's governor is standing by his decision to cancel a contract with Whitefish Energy to repair the power grid. Now, Puerto Rico officials are asking for mutual aid assistance from other U.S. states, including New York and Florida. Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner accepted over $500,000 donated to the Harvey Relief Fund. Mayor Turner thanked the United Fund and Golden Bank for the donation and the Taiwanese Chamber for an additional $80,000. The Hurricane Harvey Relief Fund now has about $96 million. The mayor says will go directly to the people, not to the city or county operations.
That even when the city faces challenges, we hold on to our can-do spirit. We bounce back. We are resilient. We don't complain. We just get back on our feet, and we do what we need to do to go forward.
The mayor also says the recovery from Harvey is going, quote, better than they initially predicted. A cold Halloween today in mid-Missouri, so if you're out trick-or-treating, what can you expect? Let's send it over to Tim for a check of tonight's forecast. Tim.
Yeah, you can expect some chilly weather. We even have a few returns coming in on the live Doppler 8 First Alert radar this afternoon, and really all that basically means is out to the west, a couple of snow flurries trying to mix into that atmosphere this afternoon too. Air is very, very dry, so more than likely none of this actually reaches the ground until later this evening over parts of southern Missouri. We could get a few sprinkles and or a few light raindrops because the temperatures are a little warmer down near the Lake of the Ozarks. Right now it's 39 in Columbia, 41 in Jefferson City, 42 out in Boonville, 43 at Lake Ozark. Not much of a breeze outside. High pressure right overhead, and so that's keeping our winds extremely light, which also means that we don't really have a wind chill. Your precipcast here through the evening, yeah, a couple of those isolated raindrops down over parts of southern Missouri. That's going to be well south of I-70. Otherwise, it looks like that forecast really improves here through the rest of this evening as the clouds start to move out, and then even into tomorrow we start to warm up. Your forecast this evening looks like this. 30-degree weather for your trick-or-treats. It's going to be a cold one. Make sure those kiddos are all bundled up as they're out trick-or-treating this evening. We'll have a preview for Wednesday and Thursday's weather coming up here in just a few minutes.
Tim, thank you very much. A task force recommends changes to help Missouri students with dyslexia. What's working and what's not?
Plus, a man is recovering in the hospital today after an accident on the Katy Trail.
And you're taking a live look over downtown Columbia on this Tuesday afternoon. It's 5:08. This is KOMU 8 News, first at 5. Coverage you can count on.
Beware, spirits are in the air, but have no fear, because Halloween is here.
Jim, you have outdone yourself tonight.
Thank you. It's my spider time. I got it on the web.
Next week, Weeknights at 6:30 on KOMU 8.
Fall is my favorite time of year in mid-Missouri. The leaves are changing and the weather can change fast. Count on the Live Doppler 8 First Alert weather team to keep you prepared wherever you are on the platform you want. That's weather coverage you can count on.
Always know what's coming ahead of the storm. Download the free KOMU 8 Weather and Traffic app for your phone and tablet. Brought to you by Service Master of Columbia.
You plan for everything in life, except the only thing that's for certain. Is it time for a frank discussion with your loved ones about final arrangements? It pays to discuss the details and the price when your family is not under stress. When you're ready, contact Bach Yeager Funeral Chapel. Tour our newly remodeled facilities. We're not big and corporate. You'll deal directly with our owners. Whether it's an affordable traditional service or a simple cremation, count on Bach Yeager Funeral Chapel. Personalized service with dignity, care, and respect.
Hey, it's Scotty and Katrina from today's Best Country, Clear 99.
And we are so excited to tell you that the Clear 99 Secret Sound is back. Weekdays, 7:20, 10:20, 1:20, and 4:20.
Fun fact, the first time Katrina was ever on Clear 99 was as a listener playing the Secret Sound.
That's right, and now I can't win?
But you can. Get all the details at clear99.com. By the way, when you played, did you win?
The First Alert Weather Cam is brought to you by the law firm of Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer. We will fight for you.
All right, welcome back to a live look over Rocheport. We've had a lot of overcast skies this afternoon as the clouds have returned, and guess what? Some of those clouds have some snow flurries mixed in there too. Live Doppler 8 First Alert radar this afternoon's been tracking it. It's not really been reaching the ground. A lot of those showers are actually starting to move their way into parts of western Boone County and even into Cooper and Howard County, but the air is so dry that it's not making it to the ground, but there's cold enough in some spots for that. Here you go, satellite and radar, lots of cloud cover. The temperatures are in the 30s at this hour, 39 in Columbia, it's 36 up in Kirksville, 32 out in Kansas City. They have been reporting quite a few snow flurries and it's some light snow out in the Kansas City at the Kansas City Airport. It's 46 though in Springfield, almost 42 to 43 out at the Lake of the Ozarks, 43 also in St. Louis. It's pretty mild out there considering how cold it is out in the western part of the state. Why are we so cold today? Why have we only been in the upper 30s? Well, the process called evaporative cooling. The precipitation falls into a dry air mass. It evaporates, but there's a thermodynamic process that actually cools the air down to something called the wet bulb temperature, and that's at about maybe 33 degrees, which, hey, that's right near the freezing mark. What do you know? Then those snowflakes actually can reach the ground by that process sometimes, and it actually keeps our temperatures on a cooler trend. Halloween fun facts, typically we're in the 40s and 50s. Sometimes it's rainy on about 1 to 3 odds of opportunity for that. We do get some rain. About a 3% chance, though, at any point is that actually some snowfall here in central Missouri. Well, that may actually happen in some spots later this evening. Not accumulating. It's too dry for that and not enough moisture in the atmosphere. But trick-or-treat forecast is going to be cloudy and cold. Feels like temperatures in the 30s this evening. So the cold weather, it sticks around. Could change over some of that precipitation into some very wet snowflakes at best. Otherwise, a couple of isolated showers going to be possible for southern Missouri, south of I-70 here through the evening. That all starts to push off to the east. A bit of clear skies form up tomorrow morning, but we have a warm front that's going to move through the state, and that really helps out our temperatures on Wednesday. We get some breezes on Wednesday, too. Lots of clouds, maybe a slight chance for a couple of spotty showers, but overall, I think a lot of that activity stays well to our east. Mild for Thursday. Thursday actually should be a decent day considering how much cloud cover we've actually had all week long. We have a cold front that moves through the state, and a couple of isolated showers will start to form up again, pretty close to Interstate 44, but into southern Missouri, maybe near the Lake of the Ozarks, maybe near Rolla. You get some raindrops. That's about it. Tempcast on Wednesday, mid-50s in some areas to our south, maybe hit the 60s. Thursday looks like a very warm day, breezy winds. But temperatures will be back into the 70s for a couple of hours before it cools off again with that passing cold front. Cloudy and cold tonight, trick-or-treat forecasts in the 30s, 34 for tomorrow morning. Breezes start to kick up on Wednesday afternoon. Mostly cloudy, spot shower possible, and a high of 54 in the afternoon. Even warmer on Thursday. Have us near 70. Some areas to our south and east could reach the mid-70s, but it's cold once again by Friday and Saturday, at least a little colder. 57 on Friday, 62 on Saturday. Isolated chances for rain. They're not great opportunities, but they're there, and it could spark up maybe a couple little spot showers over the weekend.
Look at that high temperature on Sunday, 72.
Right.
How about
Back up
that?
to the warm temperatures.
Another cold front, though, knocks on the door.
Knocks on the door
Oh, boy.
afterwards.
Yep.
Thanks so much. A task force working to help students with dyslexia.
What changes it recommended? That's coming up.
Now at Menards, save big money on your next project with an 11% rebate on everything. Clean up your yard with Works. This compact blower vac produces up to a 210 mile per hour airflow. It's $53.39 after rebate. Make yard storage easier with Rubbermaid. This 7 by 7 foot storage shed is made of durable resin and is only $519 after rebate. There's no limit to how much you can save now during the 11% rebate sale at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Dirty Dancing, the record-breaking live theater sensation, is finally here. Relive the magic of Johnny and Baby's classic love story live on stage. Spectacular dancing, passionate romance, and all your favorite songs from the movie. Dirty Dancing. Don't miss it. You'll have the time of your life.
November 27th at the Jesse Auditorium. For tickets, call 578-882-3781 today.
Closed captioning of KOMU 8 News is brought to you by the law office of Harper, Evans, Wade, and Medemeyer.
As more people live longer, new approaches to healthcare are needed. United Health Group has one that's working, the Modern House Call. Practitioners, backed by technology and in coordination with primary care physicians, are making house calls across Missouri. Patients ask questions, assess treatment options, and make decisions about their care in the comfort of their homes. This hands-on clinical care catches issues earlier and helps patients stay healthy. United Health Group, built for better health.
Hi, folks. Jerry O'Neill, Continental Siding Supply. 2017 has been so successful, I'm already taking orders for winter installation. I know winter projects can be a little inconvenient, but I need the jobs to keep my installers busy. What does this mean to you? I'm willing to discount your project if you're willing to be flexible with the installation schedule. Book now, get it installed this winter, but call now.
A state legislative task force on dyslexia met today to recommend changes to help students with the disorder. KOMU 8 Sydney Olson is here in the studio to tell us what's next.
The task force was created last year under Missouri House Bill 2379 to study how students with dyslexia in Missouri schools are affected. Under the bill, teachers are recommended to complete up to 2 hours of training. The task force recommends teachers should be required to complete more training, schools should perform frequent progress checks on students with the disorder, and schools should implement targeted interventions. One member of the task force, who has dyslexia herself, says the recommendations would allow teachers to help their students succeed.
Now teachers, and they'll get the support, they'll be able to, collaborate with administrators and know the steps in being able to help children become successful.
The required screenings for students in kindergarten through 3rd grade will begin next fall. In the studio, Sydney Olson, KOMU 8 News.
William Woods University announced it has found a new leader for its new School of Nursing program. Dr. Lisa Sittler becomes the first ever director, which was announced earlier this month. Sittler has more than 20 years of nursing and healthcare teaching experience. As head of the department, she will be responsible for leadership, development, direction, and administration.
A man is recovering in University Hospital after he fell from a tree stand today. The man was cutting branches to make shooting lanes for hunting and lost his balance. The accident happened on the Katy Trail in the Diana Bend Conservation Area near Rocheport. A Howard County conservation agent says the man suffered a possible head injury.
The Department of Conservation recommends that anybody hunting wears a safety harness or a lineman's belt. Make sure that your tree stands are in good shape. Make sure that your safety equipment is in good shape as well, and always wear that.
The agent did not know the current condition of the injured man. Halloween is the one day you're allowed to eat as much candy as you want, and you don't have to feel bad about it. But some experts say there's a certain type of candy you should avoid this year. That's coming up next in Your Health.
We tip our hats to the men and women who serve to protect hearth and home. At Slumberland's Veteran Sale, shop now and get up to 65% off. Slumberland is proud to support the American Red Cross Service to the Armed Forces program to help those who've served us. You save big, we give big. Here's to those who keep us safe. Here's to our veterans. Slumberland, it's a good life.
Whether a home is too hot, or too cold, or too drafty, Columbia Water and Light can help. We offer rebates and low-interest loans to help you finance energy-efficient home improvements, saving you money and making you a lot more comfortable. Columbia Water and Light, helping you get your home and your utility bills just right. To learn how you can save money and stay comfortable, visit ColumbiaPowerPartners.com.
A single parent awarded child support goes years barely getting paid. And when he tries to collect the thousands he's owed,
I ended up receiving a quarterly billing statement. $160? It's like, come on.
billed for seeking justice.
Every time I call child support, it's just basically, I get nothing but a runaround.
A targeted investigation looks into a frustrating system for parents who try to collect the money they're owed for their kids. Wednesday on KOMU 8 News at 10. Count on the KOMU 8 News app to keep you connected all day to Mid-Missouri's news, weather, and sports. With breaking news, the latest videos on developing stories, Target 8 investigations, and watch KOMU 8 newscasts live. Plus, full weather coverage from the live Doppler 8 First Alert weather team, local sports scores, and a place to share your photos and videos. Wherever you are, all day, stay connected to the stories that matter to you. Download the free KOMU 8 News app for coverage you can count on.
Calling all soccer players, it's time to sign up for the 3v3 Soccer Fest hosted by the Show Me State Games. It's coming up November 18th and 19th in Columbia. Register your team and compete against others from all across the Show Me State. There are divisions for kids ages 6 to 18 and for adults. There's a spot for everyone, so grab your team and get in the game. Visit smsg.org for rules and information and register your team before November 9th.
Climate change is already having an impact on world health. That's according to a global team of researchers at the World Health Organization. Their new report shows the number of weather disasters has increased by 46% since 2000. Climbing temperatures have allowed disease-spreading mosquitoes to thrive in certain areas. Air pollution is also on the rise, with more than 70 cities exceeding the recommended levels of pollutants. It's the best day of the year for candy lovers, but you may want to skip the black licorice. The FDA is warning that eating too much of the candy may have dangerous side effects. Large amounts of a sweetening compound found in black licorice can significantly lower the body's potassium levels, and this can increase the risk of abnormal heart rhythm and other health problems.
3D mammography.
New 3D mammograms are helping doctors diagnose breast cancer earlier. It gives doctors a more accurate view of breast tissue. Doctors recommend the test for women with denser breast tissue, which is not the same as cup size.
It can be easier to find smaller cancers. Some of the cancers that we can find with 3D are not seen at all with 2D. I mean, they're fairly rare, but we do find 2, 3, 4 millimeter cancers that we won't see with a 2D mammogram.
They also say the test finds hidden cancers and lower the number of false positives. Taking aspirin over a long period of time may reduce your risk of cancer. A new study shows patients who took aspirin for at least 6 months had a lower chance of developing different cancers. This includes liver cancer, leukemia, and lung cancer. But doctors say aspirin also has some risks. They say it's important to talk to health professionals before starting aspirin therapy.
Do you go all out with your Halloween decorations? Wait until you see what a California guy did. That's coming up.
Coming up tomorrow on KOMU 8 News Today.
Callaway County first responders are welcome to participate in No Shave November.
The proceeds go to Super Sam Foundation. Tomorrow we'll have a preview.
I'll have the latest at the Right Now desk. And our next warming trend starts tomorrow. I'll have Wednesday's weather.
Great days begin with great mornings. KOMU 8 News Today. Coverage you can count on.
Saturday, November 4th, Wise Brothers is celebrating 90 years in business with a big public consignment auction. We'll have a huge selection of tractors, trailers, combines, trucks, and other farm machinery for immediate sale. And a barbecue lunch will be available. Starts at 10 a.m. sharp and lasts until everything's gone. With online real-time bidding through bidspotter.com. Where'd you say? Saturday, November 4th at Wise Brothers, just north of I-70 between the Millersburg and Hatton exits. Wise Brothers, a friend of Missouri's farmers since 1927.
Don't make a wrong decision, make a strong decision. During our Truckerado month, your new Bob McCosh Silverado Crew Cab 4x4 has up to 23% off MSRP. At Bob McCosh, we have 0% interest for 72 months on Suburban and Tahoe. See your savings right now at bobmccosh.com. So find new roads to #1 business loop, Columbia. Chevrolet makes the car and truck. Bob McCosh makes the difference.
At Harper Evans, Wade, and Nedemeyer, we believe in meeting our personal injury clients in person, wherever they are. By working with us, our clients can focus on recovering while we move to build a powerful winning case. We review injury cases free of charge. We know this is a difficult time for victims and their families. We help them understand the process and get them the settlement they deserve. You want us on your side. Harper Evans, Wade, and Nedemeyer, we will fight for you.
When I was struggling with obesity, even the little things were difficult for me.
Blue Valley Surgical Associates helped me lose weight and get back to enjoying the little things in life.
Specializing in life-changing weight loss surgery. Our team of healthcare professionals offer personalized care and comprehensive support to help each patient overcome the unique challenges of obesity. Blue Valley Surgical Associates can help you get more out of life. To learn more, visit us online.
Today's Pet Corner on KOMU8 is brought to you by Columbia Allergy and Asthma Specialist. Breathe easy and livefree.com.
Hey there, everyone. With me on today's Pet Corner is Peaches. Peaches is a 1-year-old domestic short hair. She got her name because the peach color in her fur. She's a chill cat. She just likes to be held or lay around. And if you want to find her or any of the other pets at the Central Humane Society, you can call 573-443-PETS or go to cmhspets.org.
Here's a recap of one of our top stories today. Missouri Attorney General Josh Hawley announced his office has issued civil investigative demands against 3 major opioid distributors. AmeriSouth Begging Corporation, Cardinal Health Incorporated, and McKesson Corporation will have to provide documents relevant to the office's ongoing investigation into the pharmaceutical industry's involvement in the opioid epidemic. Now here's a look at what we're following for KOMU8 News at 6. We'll have the latest updates on the terror attack in New York City.
Plus, Missouri farmers looking to the skies to improve their harvest with the use of drones. That's coming up at 6. A California man is over the top with Halloween lights. His display is drawing some major attention. The display is built out of thousands of lights timed to the song Nightmare Before Christmas. And they say the guy also puts on a big Christmas show. Go figure.
Of course he does. Yeah, he has to. He's talented. Forecast for this evening, trick-or-treaters are going to have to bundle up. Temperatures are in the 30s. It's cloudy. That cloudy sky gives it just that gloomy scene that you typically have on a Halloween, right? That's what it is in the movies.
That is our time for now. Thanks for joining us.
Enjoy your Halloween evening, everyone.